Hey, what's cracking, everybody? Today we're going to be taking a look at AlmaLinux 9.4 beta. So right from the start, you know this is a beta, so this is only for testing. I wouldn't put this on a production machine. But anyways, I'm here on their website, and let's take a little read right here. And it says AlmaLinux 9.4 beta now available. Hello, community. The AlmaLinux OS Foundation is announcing the availability of AlmaLinux 9.4 beta, Seafoam Ocelot, for all supported architectures. So you got all the architectures right here. Intel, AMD, ARM, 64, PowerPC, IBM Z. And it also says right here, beta ISOs are available at repo.almalinux.org. And continuing the reading right here, it says, a usual reminder, this is a beta release. It should not be used for production installations. The provided upgrade instructions should not be used on production machines unless you don't mind if something breaks. Now, if you want to test this somehow, somewhere to see how things will work in 9.4 stable, you're on the right track. And we got some release notes here. It says the AlmaLinux 9.4 beta introduces updates to enhance machine security and data protection. Enhancements in web console and system roles automate additional operations and promote consistency in complex IT environments. The new release's features aim to improve system availability and reliability, facilitate easier recovery operations, and enhance virtual machine snapshot capabilities in hybrid cloud environments. The new system roles introduced enable the creation and management of Logical Volume Manager, LVM, snapshots for improved data backup and recovery process. Additionally, updates in the 9.4 beta release continue to improve performance, scalability, and reliability for developers in building and managing applications. You can read the full release notes for this version on the wiki, AlmaLinux OS 9.4 release notes, and there's a link right here you can check on. All right, so it is Red Hat based, Fedora based, so it uses the Anaconda installer. I already have it installed on the virtual machine, so let's head over there and take a look at AlmaLinux 9.4 beta. Okay, and here we are on the desktop now. And AlmaLinux uses the Gnome Desktop environment. At least this version that I have here is the Gnome Desktop environment. And we can see right here that we are hit with a welcome screen. So let's go through this welcome screen and take a look to see what it has. So it says, start the tour. Learn about new and essential features in AlmaLinux 9.4, Seafoam Ocelot. I'll click on the start button. It says, get an overview. Press activities to see open windows and apps. Make apps your own. Arrange the app grid to your liking. Keep on top with workspaces. Easily organize windows with the new workspaces view. Up down for the overview. On a touchpad, use 3-finger vertical swipes. Try it. Left right for workspaces. On a touchpad, use 3-finger horizontal swipes. Try it. And that's it. We hope that you enjoy AlmaLinux 9.4 Seafoam Ocelot. To get more advice and tips, see the Help app. And I'll go ahead and close this. All right, and that was your welcome screen. And like I stated before, this is the Gnome Desktop environment. So the Gnome Desktop environment usually comes with a panel on top, as we have here. And the panel on top has 3 main things on it. You have the system tray on the right, you have a date and time in the middle, and then you have your activities button on the left. All right, and the system tray is basically a single button that has all of the options inside of it. So it may look like 3 separate icons, but it's actually just one. It's one button, and you get all the functions inside of this little pop-out that comes out. And then on your date and time, if you click on that, you have your events calendar. So right here, you can click on a date, set up an event. And it also shares the notification settings. So any notifications will be listed right here. And if we click on the activities, it opens up the desktop view or workspace view. So if you want to switch to the other desktop, you just click it on here. Do the same thing over here. And you could also use the scroll wheel on your mouse to switch between the desktops themselves. And then you also have a search feature here. So if you want to look for something, for example, I could type in Firefox and it'll start bringing up the Firefox app. All right. And then apart from that, you also have your dock on the bottom. Like some GNOME systems like Ubuntu, they'll have the dock on the side. So you can actually put this dock on either side. But in this case, it's on the bottom and we have some pinned applications on it. So going from left to right, we have Firefox, which is our web browser. We have Files, which is our file manager. We have Software, which is our software manager. We have Help, which is a help screen. And we have a terminal. And this button right here is your applications, which will show the launchpad or just your application menu. So if we click on it, you can see right here, pretty much this is all that's installed on your system right here. So this one right here doesn't really have much installed, but you can use the software center or terminal to install more software. So with that said, let's go ahead and open up the software center and take a look at some software. And we are greeted with welcome to software. Software lets you install all the software you need, all from one place. See our recommendations, browse categories, or search for the applications you want. And then browse software. All right, so you have some sections right here like create, work, play, socialize, learn, and develop. And then you have other categories right here on the bottom. You got codecs, fonts, input sources, and localization. So let's click this little hamburger menu and we'll take a look at the about, and it tells us it's software 41.5. A nice way to manage the software on your system. All right, let's take a look underneath the socialize tabs. And I'm not sure if, well, I know this one is installed because we did a search for it and we found it. And I'm going to say that this little blue check mark right here is an indicator that it is installed. But let's say we wanted to install one of these other ones. We'll just click on it. There's a button right here. It says install. We'll install it. Let it go through the process. I'm sure it's going to ask for a password, or maybe it won't. Oh, and it didn't. And then click on open and you just set up your info and start chatting. But I'll go ahead and close it because I don't actually want to chat. I just wanted to show you how the installer works. And now it has a blue check mark also. And that's basically how your software manager works. You could also do a search right here. So let's give it a test. Let's look for something like GIMP. And there it goes. It comes up. You click on it and you just repeat the process. Click on install. It should install for you and you get to use it. All right. And this is your software manager. All right, let's get back to the activities and let's look for the system settings. And here are the system settings. So GNOME and KDE kind of have a similarity when it comes to the system settings. You have all your options right here on the left. So if there's anything on your computer you want to get into and, tweak, change, and, just get it working the way you want it to work, you'll most likely find it right here in your settings, and it's going to be on the left panel right here. And you can scroll up and down to see it all in action. All right. Since we got the system settings open, let's check out the backgrounds. And from the backgrounds right here, it's pretty much self-explanatory. If you want to change the background, you just click on it, and on the fly, it changes. It's pretty simple and straightforward. And you have all these AlmaLinux custom wallpapers here. But if you wanted to add your own wallpaper, you could just click on Add Picture, navigate to wherever you have your pictures at, and you can add them from there. All right. So let's go back to the settings and check out the About. And I believe the About is going to be on the bottom, and it is. And let me make this bigger again so we can see it all. And you have your device name, which is localhost, your hardware model, memory, processor, graphics, disk capacity, OS name, OS type, Gnome version, window and system, virtualization, and software updates. And this is your about for AlmaLinux. All right, now going back to the activities, we can look at the applications that we have right here. So like I said, there's not much on here, but we do have a system monitor. So if you want to get some information about your system itself, for example, you have 3 tabs up here. You have processes, resources, and file system. So this is kind of like HTOP. It's just a graphical tool that pretty much displays the same info. So right here in the processes will give you all your processes that are running. The resources will give you all your a graphical view of, let's say right here, this is your CPU, this is your memory and swap in the middle, and on the bottom, this is your network. And then you have your file systems, which will look at your folders and your mounted devices, and it'll give you your sizes and things like that. All right. And this is your system resources. And I'm sure there is an about, and there is. It is System Monitor 40.1. View current process and monitor system state. All right. So like stated before, this is a beta release. So I wouldn't suggest using this on bare metal. This is something you want to take a look at in a virtual machine. So I will post the download links down in the video description. So if you want to take a look at it, you can take a look at it, test it, and, head on over to the AlmaLinux website and let them know what you think. All right. This is going to do it for me on this video, and I'm out.